It's going to be huge. You feel the crowd. You feel, when you're at home, feels like you have just that extra boost. You feed off the crowd. It's an amazing feeling. And then when you're on the road, you feel it against you. In the game that I think about the most with that is when we played the wild card game versus Oakland in 2000. I mean, they had 50,000 people there, and we knew that we had to get a lead early. And I'm not going to try to get off track or anything, but it's huge. It's huge. Plays a huge advantage to any time you're at home. So for us to have the first two games at home is going to be huge for us. And this place was electric back in 2019. I think it's going to be just that, and then some tomorrow. And we're all going to be very excited about it.
The left side to Neil.
Hey, Kevin, you also got the 3 days off, which you've never had to deal with before.
Can you speak up, Neil?
Sure. The 3 days off you got, in addition to having the home games, you got 3 days before the ALDS. How have you used it to help your body, and how do you think it'll help the group in this series?
It's definitely nice to be off your feet and just kind of get that mental break before things get crazy here. Starting tomorrow, at the same time, though, we're creatures of habit. It's we like seeing pitching every day, so not seeing it for 4 days, will be a little adjustment, but at the same time, 4 days off is a great thing and allows us to recharge our batteries and everything. And, stand in on some bullpens today to, see some live pitching, even though we're not swinging, just to help your eyesight and recognize pitches. Little things like that will help a lot, and I know a lot of us will be doing that today as well while our pitchers get their work in. But anytime you can get rest like that, it's so beneficial. And we'll be all ready to go tomorrow, and adrenaline will kick in, and we're going to feel amazing out there, feeding off the crowd, and I'm looking forward to it.
Go over here to Adam.
KK, just curious if you watched the wild card game last night and how you guys feel about drawing the Red Sox, division rival you guys competed well against all year.
Yeah, I watched with my wife Marissa, and they deserve to be here. They're a really good team, and we beat them. They've beaten us throughout the year. I think it's going to be a great matchup. It's going to be a great series, and whoever can win 3 games the quickest will be the team that prevails, obviously. But got nothing but respect for the players over there. They're a heck of a team, and it's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it, and I think I'm speaking for everyone on our team. So this is what you play for, and we've had some great matchups throughout this year. So I think we're going to do that and then some throughout this whole series. So may the best team win.
Back middle. John
Kevin, John Morosi, thanks for your time. Good to see you. When you reflect back on your past postseason experience, in what way is this roster and this team unique from a standpoint of its depth?
You know what? We have some guys with some experience, and then I still feel like the majority of our roster are guys on league minimum. But man, we breed them differently over here. I promise you that. I mean, you got guys like Wander Franco, and our starters. Depending on who we run out, they were all doing rookie dress up in Houston to New York last week. But these guys, we got guys who can play, and like you said, we have depth. I've said it throughout this whole year. We do not have a set lineup. Some guys play more than others, but 1 through 26, doesn't matter who we put in there. We've had guys that have just produced throughout this whole year. We never rely on one person. There's a new hero any given day, and I think that is just what makes us so fun and dangerous, because you just never know what's going to happen any given day with us, and that's the beauty of our team and our roster. We just live vicariously through each other, and we complement each other very well, and our record will speak for that, and we plan on doing the same here in the playoffs as well.
Anything else for Kevin? In the back in the orange.
Thank you. Kevin, you mentioned the young group that you guys have, but how important has been the presence of a guy like Nelson Cruz, for example, on this roster, not only for what can he do on the field, but also off the field and inside the clubhouse?
Yeah, so were you talking about Wander or Nelson? I'm sorry. It's tough to hear. Guys like Nelson. Nelson, I'll say this. When we were playing in Cleveland, when we got him, and we heard the rumor that we were landing him, we were all ecstatic, and we had no idea what he was like. We've heard great things about him, and then right when we got him that day, we knew we were in for a treat with what, he hit a homer that game, first game with the Rays, and then, then we figured out who he was in the clubhouse and on the bus rides, planes, everything. He is here to help people and drop knowledge on us from all his experience in the big leagues, and that guy does nothing but help teams win with what he can do on the field, like you said, but off the field as well, and how he helps a lot of our young guys, especially the Latin players, and how he can connect with them, guys like Wander, Randy, Patino, all these guys that are so valuable to our team. And that goes such a long way throughout the course of a season. We only had him for the second half, but we are so lucky and blessed to have him. And man, he's been so valuable to us.
Okay. John, in the back.
Kevin, to see Meadows now surpass 100 RBI for the first time in his career, what have you seen in his development as a run producer?
I always say in our post-game celebrations, death, taxes, and Austin Meadows with runners in scoring position. You can count on him. He just came up throughout from April to the last game of the season. He makes you pay when runners are in scoring position, and he just has that knack for the big moment. And I just feel like he focuses a lot more when he feels like he needs to drive guys in. So if he wants to have that mindset, more times than not, I think we'll all be happy, and it's just going to help us win. But he's such a good player, has a beautiful swing. He works his butt off, and we love having him out there. But, he was just so valuable for us throughout the whole season, obviously. But it's incredible how many go-ahead RBIs he had throughout the course of a season. Our record wouldn't even be close to what it'd be without him. So he's huge to our lineup, and we're going to need him the most now moving forward. And once again, he's just one of the many guys on our team that give us so many different options to be dangerous in many ways. And what he can do up there in that batter's box is special.
Over here to Neil.
Kevin, this group has always used young players, but this is the first time they're using rookies in games 1 and 2 of the playoffs. Can you speak to your confidence of both Shane McClanahan and Shane Boz to start the first 2 games?
I'm very confident in them. These guys have electric arms. They are, they might be classified as rookies, but it seems like they've been around longer than that. Even a guy like Boz, who doesn't even have 2 weeks in the big leagues. Once again, I don't know how we get guys like Shane through trades. I don't know how we land some of these guys. Shout out to you, Eric Neander, for being a genius. But guys like McClanahan, I mean, these guys are throwing 100 miles per hour any given pitch with nasty break and stuff, and they've had hitters off balance. Shane, throughout the course of the season, Boz these last 2 weeks looks dominant as can be, and they deserve to be in there. So we have all the confidence in the world. We're going to go out there and just try to play great defense behind him and tell him to attack like always. Make these hitters put the ball in play and go out there and just let your pitches do what they do. But I always say, too, I have the best seat in the house playing center field and watching what these guys do, and I'm very happy that I'm wearing the same jersey as them. I don't want to try hitting them, and I'm going to go try to make plays for them as much as I can.
One more for Kevin here, Mark Topping.
Hey, Kevin, just going back to the Red Sox, what are some of the specific challenges you can see? I mean, you were 11-8 against them. You had that big comeback win on Labor Day. I mean, just what do you think are the most specific challenges for you guys?
You gotta shut down that offense, from top to bottom. They are dangerous in many ways, and they don't have a weak spot. They truly don't. So our pitchers are definitely gonna have their work cut out for them. And then on the flip side of that too, they got a ton of quality arms over there. Some guys who can, just go up and down a batting lineup and just get out after out. So it's you know, you got to play the best to keep moving along the way, and this is a great test for us, and, you know, as for them as well. But they're about as well-rounded as you can be with pitching, defense, and their batting and just what they're capable of. Great bullpen as well. So it's going to be no easy task for us, but this is what the playoffs are all about. And, you know, you just see what your teammates are about in these big moments. And once again, I got all the confidence in the world in our guys. And, you know, if we play with good confidence and execute at a high level, we'll be just fine. But it's a lot easier said than done. And once again, may the best team win.